My goal here is to teach you all the things about real estate that you probably haven't seen on YouTube, or stuff that you probably don't know about, but you definitely should if you're thinking about getting into this industry, or if you're currently in this industry already and aren't getting the type of production that you had hoped. Hey everyone, I'm Mark Anthony, realtor here in San Diego, part of Team San Diego. I've been in the industry since 2017. That was a little bit about my background as somebody who's written thousands of offers for people. I have put in the work and the time to be able to feel confident enough to tell you exactly the truth. Let's break it down, right? You want to get into real estate, you just passed your first test, now you're ready to find a brokerage. Well, first thing you do is you're gonna go and you're gonna interview with a couple different brokers, right? Find a home for you, because at the end of the day, you need to be taught. Everything that you've learned for the real estate exam is not gonna translate over into production and real estate sales. I'll tell you, I can't remember anything that I've learned for the real estate course that I applied over into my business, because this is a business at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Rule number one, stay in business. How do you do that? Closing transactions. How the hell do you do that? That's what we're gonna go over today. You joined a brokerage, right? Now you gotta join what's called an association. Here in San Diego County, we have 3 different associations: PSAR, SDAR, and North County Association of Realtors. You join one of those 3. It's gonna cost you $110 per month. So $110 a month, that's just for you to access what's called the local MLS, right? For you to be able to go search properties for your clients, to be able to upload properties. And then from that MLS, that then gets distributed information to websites like Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, all of these other home searching websites that your buyers are currently looking for. But I'll tell you, without this MLS, none of these websites would exist. And right now, these are the biggest drivers of home searching. Y'all ever stayed up late at night swiping on houses on Zillow, kind of like Tinder? Without this don't work. Your $110 a month. Well, what does that do? It goes down, it gets broken down into 3 categories, right? Your local association gets down to the California Association of Realtors. That then gets broken down again to the National Association of Realtors. That $110 a month gets distributed out into those. And why are these so important? Because without these, our real estate industry as a whole would not have structure and organization. It was the Wild West before these things got categorized and put in. That doesn't mean that they are perfect. I'm sure y'all have seen in the news that there's currently a lawsuit going on right now, right here, for $1.8 billion. What that's gonna do to our industry, who the hell knows? But you know what? We still need to adapt as realtors, because at the end of the day, people still need to buy houses and sell houses. And that's what we are here to do. Now that we kind of got this going off, so there are costs associated with being a realtor, right? You have your business expenses, your operating expenses. So that's gonna cost you $1,200 a month per year, just average between the 2. All right, so you're in at $1,200. Then you're gonna have to invest other things, right? You have your marketing dollars, your signs, everything that goes along into it. The average realtor has probably invested somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000 into the business before they've even received their first commission check. And if you were to look at the stats published by the National Association of Realtors, you take a guess as to what the average realtor sells per year in terms of homes: 3.1 homes. So if you're thinking about coming into this industry, just know that if you're not selling 3.1 homes, you are below average. And there's a reason why 90% of all homes sold are done by 10% of realtors. How do they do that? By following the business plan that they set in for themselves and following a structured daily task. They have their marketing, sales, advertising, follow-up, nurture. You're running a business, people, at the end of the day, and you're wearing 8 different hats to try and generate income to be able to stay in business. If you're at 3.1, and let's say the average home here in San Diego, we just looked, with $846,000. So we're $846. The average commission here in California, if you're representing a buyer, is anywhere between 2 and 2.5%. Not the 6% that the news is making out. You are at $21,150. That is your gross commission check. Cool, I just sold a house, I made 21 grand. I'm chilling. No, because from that 21,000 gross commission, it gets broken up into sometimes 3, sometimes 4 different pieces before you get your cut. So you have here your broker fee. Then you have a team fee if you're part of a team under the brokerage. Then you're gonna have your business expenses. Then you have your take home. And then from here, you gotta pay your taxes. The rule of thumb when you're running a real estate business, if you're getting 35% on the dollar, you're having a really good business model. So at 35% times 150,000 times 0.35, your portion, pre-tax, $7,402.05. Now, remember when I told you that the average was 3.1 houses? Let's go ahead and times that by 3.1. Ladies and gentlemen, roughly $22,000. Congratulations. You have just worked 40 hours a week for probably 11 straight months, including weekends, giving up your life for $22,000. Now, that's just the average person here in San Diego. Now, I'm sure there are agents that are making more than that in a month. Heck, more than making that in a week. But you know what? None of them started doing that. Everybody started with 0 clients, started with 0 transactions. It's just a matter of how long were they willing to put in the work to be able to close 90% of deals and become 10% of agents. So in San Diego County, there have been, this year alone, roughly 19,000 homes have sold. Well, I say homes, calling townhouses, condos, single family houses. That's 19,000. And if that's done by 10% of agents, I think we have, last I counted, was about 40,000 people in San Diego County with an active real estate license. So if 10% of agents, call it 4,000, sold 90% of that, that's 17,000 homes. That leaves roughly 2,000 homes that people are fighting for agents of not in the 10%, right? You're not getting 3.1 houses. That means you're not an average agent. The only reason that they call it average is because this pool is doing all of this while the remaining, 36,000 agents are fighting for 2,000 transactions. You want to get into real estate? You either A, need to be part of a team that's in the top 10%, to be able to even have a fighting chance to make it out of here. And the reason why we have a 90% fail rate in this industry within the first 5 years is because they are stuck here, and most people don't close their first transaction within the first 6 months, right? I joined a team early in my career where I closed my first real estate transaction within my first 30 days. And most agents won't get their first transaction within the first 6 months to 18 months of their real estate careers. Why? Multitude of reasons. Part-time, full-time jobs, families, that's completely okay. But in this industry, if you're not getting into this industry to be able to provide value to hundreds of people in buying and selling real estate, then unfortunately, if you're part of this 36,000 people, you're a part-time agent, you have part-time knowledge, and these are the people that are giving a bad rap to the other 4,000 agents that take this profession seriously. So I personally am guilty of it, right? I have friends who will send me reels and different images of what their views are of the real estate industry. Check your kids' Halloween candy because there might be a business card from a realtor in there. I went to a party the other day. It was a swimming pool, right? There was about 40 people in the pool. There were 4 realtors in the pool. And it's not because, now they say they're realtors, they have a real estate license. Just because you have a real estate license does not make you a realtor. Keep that in mind, because it doesn't take much to get a real estate license. Couple classes, pass a test, boom, I'm a realtor. Fantastic, good for you. We're running a real estate business here. We'll go into these topics later on over time, but in your real estate business, you have your marketing, prospecting, follow-up, inventory, your nurturing. You got to do each and every one of these each and every day in order to be able to close transactions. And if you're not closing transactions, you're not going to be in business very long. And the word transaction has a negative connotation because it makes it sound like I'm only in it for the money. No, I'm in it to help people. And if I can do that in an industry where it does compensate very well, I'm all for it. Because at the end of the day, life's short, man. Do stuff that you love. And I've been in this industry since I was 23. I don't feel like I've worked a day in my life since then. Why? Because I wake up thinking about real estate, go to bed thinking about it. Who can I help next? And that's the mindset that I'm coming from it. Like the reason why I joined Team San Diego is I want to be part of a team in an environment where we close $1 billion worth of transactions in a single year. However long that takes, I don't know. Could be 3, 4, 5 years. My focus isn't on that. My focus is getting this team to there and helping create value to other agents and other people here in San Diego or wherever you're watching this video to be of that same mindset. And if you want a home where we're focused on your production and we're focused on you becoming the best person and the best realtor you can be, it's gonna start here. If you're looking for a new home, I mean, I'm not trying to recruit you. I wish you the best, honestly. Hopefully we'll work on a transaction together in the future, but if we don't, hey, wish you luck. So Just to recap, if you're thinking about getting into real estate in 2024 or staying in real estate in 2024, these are the things that you can expect to do on a daily basis. And I hope that you found value from this and will continue to find value, because I'm doing this for y'all. I was given all the information by people way smarter than I am, and all I can do is help pass that on to somebody else. And as the real estate industry completely changes year over year, guess what? The way that we're doing things right now, this is just business 101 right now. This is gonna remain the same, but it's important to align yourselves with people who have done it and are continuing to do it in today's market, which can be seen as one of the toughest markets that we've been in since 2008. Hopefully y'all learned something.